Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the issues that come with being a disabled content creator. I'm your host, Kallen Hale, and this is more for every content creator, not just those of us with disabilities. One thing I wanted to talk about, and I was actually reminded of it while watching a stream of a big streamer I'm a huge fan of, as well as my partner is, when he mentioned working with one of his friends. The only time they ever seemed to interact was when they were working. Like they don't really hang out outside of doing content creation. Even though they live within the same area, they just don't. And it really got me thinking. I have friends who I'll collab with, I'll help out with stuff, but I don't really get together with them outside of content creation lately. And I personally know I do that with my job. I play video games for a living. I try to be entertaining. I try to be insightful, have something to discuss. Can't always do that, I know. And it'd probably be easier if I streamed again. I'm just not at a point I feel comfortable streaming again. So I just do these VODs and I try to keep up going with them throughout the week when my body lets me. But it when he said that to his friend, it really got me thinking. I had a lot of games I used to love playing outside of doing recordings. That's why I tried getting all my recordings front loaded. But I kind of forgot I was also a person. Like I know I say be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. And I went through last week self-care and how it's important not to be hard on yourself. And I really had to take a minute and say, I am a person too. And I gotta work on that with my scheduling a bit so I can still play the games I enjoy with my friends. Because I recently got a new game and I just thought to myself, this is going to be a time sink. I got to get work done. There's a few projects I want to finish up. This is just going to be a massive time sink for me. And I felt kind of bad about that, honestly. I felt bad that I didn't look at myself as a gamer anymore, but I was just a content creator. And I was chatting with some friends today in Discord just about games, and I remembered how much I loved playing them aside from recording them. And maybe some of them I will record just while I'm playing and chit chat, make it kind of a behind the scenes, another behind the veil of Kallen Hale, where folks can just hear the stupid stuff I occasionally say while I'm gaming without being quote unquote on. Like I am by no means a real entertainer. Like I don't have that skill set for myself. But one of the things that I think we should all do is take a minute and say, am I letting my hobby get ruined? Something I really enjoy doing because I'm a content creator. Like my other business I run, aside from the publishing, is I make challenge coins and got reached out to. Actually, came in hot on Discord because I got tagged 8 times because I didn't see the person had asked a question in our services channel. Can anyone help me design and make some coins for a custom game I'm running with my players? I got tagged 8 times. I was like, why the F are you tagging me 8 times? One tag would have sufficed. I would have gotten here. And when I saw what they were asking, it's like, oh, I've done similar designs to what they're looking for. I really enjoyed doing that. To me, that was a lot of fun. Just throwing in a podcast, getting into my art zone where I'm doing the design. I'm checking, is the width right? Is the diameter of the coin correct? Doing a test print on it, cleaning it up, doing a quick paint job on it, looking at it in different lights, seeing how well it photographs, determining, well, is this something eventually I want to resin cast and keep the file, or just do a one and done and delete it when I'm done? But those thoughts started going through my head, and I got excited to do that again. And that's something I want us all to remember. We're not just content creators. You're not just what you do. You are a person. You have thoughts, you have feelings, you have stuff you enjoy doing, you have hobbies. And it's okay to say, on Monday I'm going to record, or I'm going to stream for this long. On Tuesday, I'll do this for this long. Wednesday's my day off. Thursday, I'll do this for this long. Especially if you have a partner like I do who also works. And I know there's stuff I want to do around the house. I've been physically unable to lately. But I'm getting back to that where I'm able to do it again. And so my schedule this week is probably not going to be what it used to be. Because I got some housework I want to get done. And get back on top of that. And still get some videos out. I want to wrap up Lego Batman soon. I want to finish up the Quarry. I'm having problems loading my previous save on it for some reason. I'm troubleshooting that. It just decided not to work for me, but I enjoy those types of games offline, where it's just me hanging out in my office while my partner's at work, and I'm just taking a day to just veg. And there are other games I want to play too, and kind of get back into. Some for the channel, some not. But it started, once that person said, I don't hang out with you outside of work. Like, I've not really sat down and hung out with people I used to game with, played poker with, streamed with, just sat around and joked around and dicked around with for a while, because it became something of more of a work relationship for us, even though we've been friends for over a decade. And then my promise to all y'all, I'm going to keep up with these. Today's was late. I barely slept last night again. And Gemma and I spent today watching some streams. Had to run an errand this morning. Made up a charcuterie board for lunch. Just had a good time. I relaxed. I really needed to relax today. And I'm feeling re-energized. We watched Wonder Woman 84 and Vampire Bastards, which both great movies. I would highly recommend them both. If you're in the comics, if you're into cheesy B horror movies that you're just going, what? And asking yourself, is this what office work is really like? And then stopping and going, soul-sucking corporate environment? Yeah. But that was fun for me. That let me just recharge a bit. And as always, thank you everybody who tuned in and listened. This has been an episode of the issues that come with being a disabled content creator. And this one is more specific to any content creator, especially if you collab with people, you work with other people in content creation. Don't forget you're a person too. Don't forget you're not just there to produce. You stop enjoying it and you burn out. And nobody wants that. I don't want that for folks I follow whose content I love watching. And I know they don't want that for themselves. So again, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I've been your host, Kallen Hale. As always, please make sure to hydrate, medicate if you have to, eat some food good for you, be kind to yourselves, and be kind to each other. And remember, you are more than your content. You're a person. If you're comfortable with it, share some anecdotes about your life. I'm going to start doing that here soon, especially as we're coming to the season where I'm not going to catch on fire going outside. Jim and I are planning on going out on adventures, and throughout the week I'll be talking about those adventures we do. And that might be a multi-episode discussion between 3 or 4 episodes of a game that I record that day, but it'll be something that you get a little bit of a glimpse inside my life to show I am human, kind of. I like to joke. Look, my one friend nicknamed me the Discount Wolverine once, so I just ran with it. But again, thank you all so much, and know that you are important. If anyone ever makes you not feel that way, perhaps that person shouldn't be in your life at that time. Because you are important. What you do does matter. And I know I've rebranded myself a bunch of times throughout my career. It can be tough starting out. But we believe in you. Here at the Retro Gaming Palace, we believe in you, and we want you to believe in yourself. Until tomorrow, everybody, this is Kallen Hale, signing off.